Ian here from Mid-America Prep. Thanks for tuning in and watching. This is part 2 of Cruise Line Survival Kit. Now, a couple of months ago I made a video about making a survival kit for a cruise I'm coming up on. Back when I made that first video it was like 6 months out. Now it's like a couple of weeks out. Like days. Like 8 days out. And so with that being said, over the last couple of months I've just been thinking on what I want to do. And I kind of made that video for a conversation starter. Well, I don't think that really got two people to understand what exactly I was doing. Now, I know there's obviously a lot of stuff that I can't take on the ship, such as long knives, or I don't want to take my expensive knives on it, or you know, firearms or anything crazy survival prepping-ish. But I live my day-to-day life not in fear, but prepared. And so with that being said, how am I going to be able to go on a cruise and not feel prepared the whole time if I don't take anything? I can go on a cruise and say, screw life, and not just relax and not be prepared at all. But what I wanted to do was go out and just have something that's going to help me, I guess, feel safer. You know, really, the whole reason why people prep is to feel safe and feel like they've got something to hold on to if something were to hit, you know, shit were to hit the fan. Now, if you've been paying attention, the last couple of years, cruise lines haven't had a very good history on their stuff. I mean, obviously, the 99% of them go with, you know, no problems, but there's always that one or two ships a year that something happens. You know, the power grid on the ship goes down, the water grid, or whatever you want to call it, goes bad. People get sick. Hundreds of people get sick at a time, and everybody doesn't know what's happening. Ebola, actually, just a couple months ago, like what was it, February or so, there was a nurse from one of the hospitals that had a patient that had Ebola, or the scare of Ebola. She was taking care of the patient, got out of work for the weekend or whatever it was, a week, and then was allowed to be on the cruise ship. Well, she suddenly had symptoms of Ebola, or thought she was sick. And when they got to Belize, Belize would not let that ship dock. Now I know this for sure because I had some family on this ship, and they had to come right back to America and get off the ship and clean the ship and everything. They were refunded and given a free cruise because of this. Now, obviously I can't take a bunch of meds and stuff like that that's not going to help me, but there's a lot that I can take that will help me. Now, originally, I had planned to take this MTM Survival Dry Box, and I have several of my kits actually have these in them with all my med kits and stuff because they're pretty hard plastic. They can withstand a lot, they can hold a lot. They've got holes to lock it and holes I can carry it around around my shoulder or whatever with some string or whatever it be. I can take this with me, but I have decided not to, so I'm going to pitch it and get rid of it. But anyways, what I have here is what I've kind of thought up, and this is just a minimal first aid, basically first aid kit. Obviously there's not going to be a trauma kit that I can take with me, like a full-on, you know, sutures and everything, because of these stipulations. And they have like a blade length stipulation, and you can even take you can take scissors on ship, like big quilting scissors, but you have to give them over to the ship and like check them in and out while you're on the ship. And so that's kind of a ridiculous thing. So who wants to do quilting anyways while you're on the ship having a good time? Maybe grandma does, I don't know. But anyways, what I have here is this is my little sling pack, really no name bag that I've been using for my camera gear from when I'm out doing interviews or just out shooting and stuff. In here, well, zoom in on the front, this is a cheap Guidesman pocket knife. It's got like a 3.5-inch blade, linear lock, I think you call them, that has, you know, the lock right here. I don't know what all the name of the locks are. On the back end, it's got a seatbelt cutter, or rope cutter, and then, if I can get this hopefully, it has a little bottle opener and screwdriver. And then on the very end, it's got hopefully you can see a little nub right there. It's got a glass breaker, which is great. It's got like G10 grips on it. I think they're real G10. Maybe it's just, I think it is G10. I've sharpened it up quite a bit. It's got like a nice little point there. It's nothing like my Spyderco's or my Kershaw's or anything, or any of my other high dollar quality knives, but it's going to work for when I'm traveling. I don't like the fact that I can't change the way it carries. I always carry tip up because I can present it much faster, but this is tip down. That's just the way that clip is. So, and it's got a pretty fast draw on it. I can flick it out there and do what I need to with it. If I need to cut a seat belt or something, I can cut the seat belt. It's sharp. I kind of sharpened it up a little bit to myself. And so this will be on my person instead of my other expensive knives. And also traveling, I'm going to be taking my get home bag without a firearm because our vehicle will be sitting in a parking lot for 8 days with nobody intending it. And so I'm going to have my bag in there without my knives and my extra ammo and stuff because I don't want anybody stealing it. Yes, it would be a tragic thing if somebody were to break into the vehicle and steal my bag, but we'll just hope that doesn't happen and defend ourselves with knives because, you know, the Garland, Texas thing just happened, and so terrorists are here. I mean, people are killing people for stupid reasons anyways everywhere, every day. And I really don't like going unarmed, but it's just the way it might have to be. Oh yeah, first pocket here. Other than the rest of this, we'll be carrying a camera bag. This bag here will carry the camera I'm using to video through right now, and then my GoPro will sit in its own little carrier case because it's all waterproof, and all my GoPro accessories will be in the bag, chargers and whatnot. I'll be carrying this with me. I do have a never wet coat on this because obviously I'm going to be walking around and beaches and stuff, and so I'll be able to not completely submerge this, but dip it in water if I need to, and the water will fall right off. In this pack, I have a Adventure Metal Kit's trauma kit, a trauma pack with Quick Clot. It has Quick Clot, trauma pads, gloves, duct tape, dressings, gauze, and whatnot, different band-aids, a couple of steri strips and whatnot, and then resealable bag for bio waste and sucking chest wounds. And so you can use this for sucking chest wounds. Obviously, not going to have a bunch of shootouts, hopefully on the ship or on land or whatever. But this will be something I can take with me. I'm going to put some band-aids in the bag too, just in case boo-boos happen or something actually bad happens. I would hate to see somebody fall, break a leg on a rock, and not be able to get to help fast enough. So if I'm there, I will take over. Obviously, when you're on a cruise, you're going to want to take your passport and stuff. Make copies of your documents. You're going to have your driver's license and your passport and stuff with you, but make copies. I'm going to make a copy for my bag. My wife will make copies for her bag and stuff. And then make a copy for your room. Put it in your luggage bag. So if anybody were to figure out or try to find out who you are or whatever, they can at least do that. Not your social security card by any means, but the rest of it. IDs, your driver's license or ID card, your passport. CPR certification would be a good thing to make a copy of, or any other kind of certification like that. If you're a nurse, that'd be kind of cool to take your license number and everything, or anything specific. Make copies of it. Take it with you. What else? Well, I guess I might as well do the first aid kit. And like I said, this is not going to be a full-on, obviously survival kit, but just something that I can keep. This one is going to keep in the room, basically for boo-boos or whatever. I mean, hell, just yesterday I busted open my pinky. I was working on a gun, busted my pinky open, and it was not feeling very good. It was all swollen this morning, and with a pressure dressing, it took the swelling down. I got a blood blister and a couple of big cuts on the side. And you probably can't see them because they're pretty much healed up now with super glue, but from there on out. In here I have a couple things minus some other things such as super glue, Tylenol, Advil, and Aleve. I haven't got those in here, but I will, because actually no, that will be going in my personal bag. But this is going to go right into my suitcase, and it's going to look like what's it look like? This is exactly what it is, overnight bag for what you usually use for shaving cream and your soaps and stuff. So I have decided to use this for my little first aid kit. Actually, I use this for a lot of my first aid kits. You can pick one of these up for like $6 at Walmart and they're fine. On top, water filtration. We're going to foreign countries. Obviously the water should be okay, but on the ship, what do you know what they're going to do with the water? Usually the docks have their water and everything, and it's all filtered, but you never know, so take a backup. So this is a Sawyer mini kit, and you can hook it onto your water bottle. You've got a straw here. You can dip this down in your water bottle and use it for a actually do it that way, and you can dip and drink right out of your water bottle or out of a dirty source. You don't really want to do dirty water with these because they're kind of like a 1-step or 2-step microban, or just like 0.1 microns, absolute hollow fiber membrane water filter. So I don't know how long these last, but it's good to take just in case something were to happen. This is just a backwash cleaning kit, which you don't want to do it after every day or two of using your filter. And then this is a big plastic water bottle that folds up to screw onto here, and you can fill this up with water and then drink right out of it. So I've got a water kit, and then next, obviously, water filtration tablets, or containers. This is the Coleman PA Plus neutralizing tablets and potable aqua containers. You can pick these up at Walmart for like $8, and there's 50 tabs in there, and it's a 2-step process basically. The instructions are on it, so that's all you need. So water filtration is good. Obviously, we're going to a foreign country. Hand sanitizer, pair of thin nitrile, 4 pairs of thin nitrile gloves, and then 1 pair of heavy-duty nitrile gloves, an ice pack. Let's see here. Wet ones. Wet ones are obviously good to clean your hands off with if you're going to be dealing with any kind of wound. Let's see here. Waterproof Band-Aids, because I'm going to be on, in water. These are all Next Care quality brand Band-Aids. So we got small, medium, and large, I think. If I can find the other ones. Here's the small ones. They're just like 3/4 by 1 inch. Small for like, blisters on your toes or whatever. A 4-inch roll of gauze. A 1.5, 2-inch, I think that's a 2-inch, well, that's a 2-inch roll of gauze. Some Q-tips. I'll have Q-tips with me anyways, but these are for applying Neosporin or whatever alcohol to a specific part. My triple antibiotic is Equate brand. It works from Walmart. Alcohol wipes, all packed up. There's 16 alcohol wipes in here. Good for sterilizing. Gauze pads. I have, these are 2x2s. I've got 4 of those. I think, maybe more than that. 6 of them. And then I got 2x3 gauze pads. These are non-stick adhesive non-stick pads with adhesive tabs. And so these kind of stick down by themselves. And I actually have some tape right over here on this table I'm going to be putting in here also, just because reinforcement is going to be good. A pair of medical scissors, which these are only like 1.5 to 2 inches, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, like 1.5 to 1.75 just regular bandage scissors. So hopefully these don't get confiscated because they're not going to be doing a whole lot. They're not very sharp. I mean, they are kind of sharp, but they're not going to stab anybody. I can do more with a stick knife from the dining room. And then, just in case something were to happen on a ship where everybody's going to get sick, 2 different packages of face masks, and these are the heavy duty. I can't remember how far they go to, but there's 2 in each, so 4, and so that's just enough for each of my family members that are going on this cruise. And so that's just a little bitty first aid kit that's not going to do a whole lot, but it's going to kind of serve a purpose as to if we needed something, right away, and we can't get it from the cruise line. Now, some people are always going to be like, well, you need to put this or that or this and that in there, and, well, I would put this or that in there if I had room for it, and it's not going to be a full-on first aid kit, so it's going to work the way it needs to work. And trust me, I work in healthcare, I know what I'm doing. But I mean, if you do have some kind of suggestion, go ahead and leave it. I would definitely take your opinions, but I've been doing this kind of stuff for a couple of years, so I know. But if you have any more ideas as to what I could put in here, if I can put fire, like a lighter in here, I will do so. I'll be doing some research and whatever else. So this weighs like nothing. I mean, maybe it's another pound or two added to my bag, which is not going to be a big deal. Hopefully they don't take it out and try to inspect it and figure out what's all in here, because it's nothing too crazy. It's just a first aid kit. And that in itself is been sprayed down with waterproofer, so water will just wipe right off. So this will be carrying the camera you're looking through, and then plenty of other gear. If I can get this damn thing open. There we go. It's sticky. It's got a couple different pockets for gear. Fits the cameras very well, and that way I can put a water bottle in there, and I can, put a souvenir T-shirt or whatever it is that I plan on putting in here safely. Hopefully, it will not be stolen. I'll be, putting a lock on it of some sort. But that's what I got, and we'll just see what happens. Stay tuned for Captain's Logs. They will be coming out pretty soon after I'm on the cruise and when I'm home. Captain's Logs are always fun, aren't they? I'll be kind of walking around what we're doing, not trying to do everything recording-wise, in the shower and everything, but I'll be doing some camera work underneath the water with we're swimming with dolphins and diving. I think we're doing snorkeling, rock diving. So whatever it be, I will keep you updated while I'm on the cruise, but it will be after the cruise. And everything else follows it. So, thanks for watching Mid-America Prep. You guys, be safe.